Hey guys, it's your girl coming back at you. Today is not a DIY. It's more of a mixture I make for my salmon and my stir-fry vegetables. It includes like peppers and onions and garlic, and I use this mixture for just my natural seasons when I cook my meals. I think this is alternative way to just use seasoning instead of buying like packaged seasonings that contains a lot of salt. It's nice just to have a nice fresh, onions and peppers and everything in there just to get the taste of the fresh seasoning. So I'm just going to show you real quick what I do to just get prep for my meal. To buy the package garlic, so it's already peeled. It's just too time consuming to get the cloves and peel them individually. And also I prefer the red onions over the white onions, and I like to mix my peppers up because I think it brings up a nice beautiful color in my foods, which is the yellows, the orange, the red, and the green. And I just think the whole mixture complete. It's just an awesome mixture, and you can use this on anything from your stir fries to your fish to your chicken, anything whatsoever, especially if you want to just grill, especially guys, corn on the cob. I stir fry this into my corn on the cob once I grill it. Start with my peppers first. I just cut them off, and then I just basically cut the tops off of it and then cut it down and just clean all that membrane out of it. And then once I do the whole bowl of that, I go back and just slice them up, and I use this as my small chopper for it. I don't have a big giant food processor, but the small chopper works for me just as well.
You wanted to, don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. No, we don't have to leave, the night is still young. All we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night. Just let me feel you close. Come surround me. Don't ever let me go. Come surround me. Just let me feel you close. Slowly, but don't wait for too long. Just hold me. We're right where we belong. Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. We don't have to leave, the night is still young. Stay in the light, I want you to see it, just for tonight. I want to believe, so keep on coming closer. Keep me hanging on. Let me feel your body. I want you to know all we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night. Just let me feel you close. Come surround me. Don't ever let me go. Come surround me.
Okay guys, now it's time to strain this, and it does this. It has so much liquid in these peppers and onions. I use sort of like just a strainer here, and I put like a clean cloth down, and as I put the peppers in after they are already chopped and minced, it actually drains through here, and this catches some. I used to use paper towel, but I didn't want it to peel the paper, so it's just get a nice clean cloth, and yes, it will be messy, but just wash it back up. Okay guys, I have a little chopper here. Some of you's got a larger food processor. That's okay. I just take small amounts at a time because I don't want it filled to the top, because I want to make sure the bottom gets chopped evenly. That's why I just use a small one. I just want to make sure it just chops evenly. Now you can chop, you know, how dense you want it. I like mine's kind of fine, but I want to see a little bit of texture. I don't want it too mushy. So basically, I just use the regular speed here. Now you can stop here if this is the texture that you want. I like mine just a little bit more fine, just a little bit more. So I'm gonna chop mine for a little bit, like a couple more seconds. And that's how it is. And I just do the whole entire batch. And what I do this is when I finish doing this, I put it in a large bowl, add some olive oil. You can leave it just like that. You can add some seasoning to it, but if you don't want any additional salt, this makes a great, just fresh seasoning to all. Once you get the consistency of it, I'm just gonna remove this and put this here and just dump it in, because you can see all the liquid in the water and you don't really want that. So you kind of want that to drain. And I like to drain most of the water out because I do add the olive oil, and this way it drains right through the colander. And you could put like another paper towel or cloth under this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to chop some more. Wait about 5 to 10 minutes just so it could drain the excess water out. I don't want it completely dried out, but I don't need that extra water. As you can see, it will drain to the bottom. Okay, because you know, of course, these peppers have a lot of water in them. But this is basically it. And then I'll put them in another bowl, add olive oil. And then you can see here that it still has moistness to it. So it's not dry. I just didn't want that extra water that, you know, when you mince this, that it creates. Okay, and you know, sometimes I mix my chunks up, but I think this is good because again, I'm going to show you how I'll layer this on some salmon. And I saute this in everything. So I'm going to add some rice bran oil. You can add oils of your choice. If you want to add any additional season to spice it up just a little bit, you can. Some of these are salty, so I try not to use that much of them. I try to find the no salt seasonings if you want to add it to the mixture. But I just, you know, pour a little bit of this in here. So when I stir fry, I don't have to add the extra oils. And basically, that is it. And again, you can add some of these Tuscans if you want, or any other type of seasonings. This one I got here at Home Goods. Once everything is together, this is how I store them. My glass container here, I always keep in my refrigerator, so I know this is going to be fresh. It stays in my refrigerator, and this will last me about a good week. The other ones, like these containers here, I got from Dollar Tree. I also just put these in the freezer. I like these because it has a little pop-up here. For freshness, I just label these, so I know when I made them. I just put a label on them. You know, color my mixture, and then just store them in the freezer, guys. And there's a piece of salmon here, and this is exactly what I do. All I do is I take a little bit of my mixture and just lay it on top. Use as much as you like. And I'm gonna put this in the oven and just let it cook. And you could put any additional like dressings on it, season on it, but I just keep mine just like this, and I seal it. And then just let it steam from there. So for my vegetables, what I'm gonna do is add just a little additional of this rice bran oil to my pan. And I'm just going to like stir fry my fresh cut string beans in. I like my vegetables fresh. I really do frozen. And I know my mom back in the day used to do the southern things like cook the meat and then boil the string beans. But this way here, you know, I like my string beans stir fried. I don't eat meat. I'm a pescatarian. So therefore, you know, I won't be boiling this or putting any type of meat in here. Again, here you just add a little of your mixture, how much you want, just to give it that nice extra flavor. And I do like extra garlic in my stir fries, so I'll probably put a little extra garlic in there and basically just stir fry this. If you want to add any extra seasoning to this, you know, it's perfectly fine. So there again, guys, that is how I use my seasoning in my vegetables, how I use it in my fish. But again, guys, you could use it in your meats, whatever you want, and it is really, really good. Okay, I make my little homemade pizzas from sort of like tortilla. I put this in there with some fresh mushrooms, fresh tomatoes, fresh spinach. Okay, so there you go. All I do is stir fry this up for about 15 minutes and my meal will be done.